Lucky Barber ASMR channel. I hope you are all keeping well. This is another video in a series that I'm currently doing, whereby I'm showcasing this book here, Lonely Planets, Where to Go, When. In this video, we've now reached the month of November. So let's begin. Once again, I'm using this handy little blue ribbon as a bookmark to let me know where I've got to each time. Silver Service, the dining car aboard the Blue Train, South Africa. November. South Africa. Why now? Take a great train and view some wonderful wildlife. Cape Town in late spring is lovely, buzzy, dry and warm. 23 degrees centigrade, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Further northeast around Kruger National Park, things are more dramatic. The beginning of the rains heralds electrifying thunderstorms and greening landscapes, thrilling for photographers, as well as exciting wildlife viewing as a glut of cute newborns arouses the predators. It's an interesting time to combine two classic South African experiences, the luxurious Blue Train and a Kruger safari. Goa, India. Why now? Dry skies and blissful bolt holes. Goa is no longer the hippie enclave it once was. The boho beaches of Anjuna and Vagator are increasingly commercialised, though still fun for flea market browsing and a party vibe. However, Goa has plenty of other peaceful, palm-wafted enclaves. Seek them out in November, average 28 degrees centigrade or 82 Fahrenheit, when the landscape is lush from the recent monsoon, but barely a raindrop falls. comprising the three islands of Cayman, Brac, Grand Cayman and Little Cayman. This British overseas territory is the world's fifth largest banking centre. But Cayman isn't only a haven for wealth, it's also a wildlife haven. It has more flora species than the Galapagos, a 20,000 strong colony of red-footed boobies, and some remarkable endemics, from the Cayman brack parrot to the blue iguana. The beaches are beautiful. Grand Cayman's 7 Mile Beach is great for families and water sports. Head elsewhere, especially to the 2 smaller isles, and you'll find white sands without another soul. Simien Mountains, Ethiopia. Why now? For a unique height, Ethiopia is known as the roof of Africa. It has more mountains than any other country on the continent. Its highest peak, 15,157 feet, 4,620 metres, Ras Dashan, sits within Ethiopia's most striking landscape, the Simien Range. Geologically speaking, there's nowhere else like this extraordinary swath of basaltic peaks, pinnacles, giles, and escarpments, which have been eroded over millions of years. It's prime trekking terrain with options ranging from day hikes along ancient paths to a 2-week traverse. All routes reveal jaw-dropping views, tiny tight-walk villages, and with luck, endemic wildlife from Walia ibex to Gelada monkeys. Puerto Rico. Why now? To feel thankful. A US unincorporated territory and proudly Latino, Puerto Rico brings a unique cultural mix to Caribbean paradise. It has incredible sands, notably on the islands of Vieques and Cobra, where former US Navy occupation kept developers away. But there are also Spanish colonial towns, a cave-ridden countryside, and swathes of mountainous jungle, viewable via some of the world's longest zip lines. Deals can be found in pre-peak season, November. British Virgin Islands. Why now? Set sail before the crowds. BVI is probably the best place on the planet to hoist the mainsail and float off into the blue. Conditions are just about perfect for sailors on all levels. The BVI's 60 or so islands are closely huddled, so navigation by line of sight is possible. Trade winds are consistent and warm. Waters are safe and sheltered. Tidal currents are minimal. The marinas are splendid. Sailing makes it easy to hop between the 4 main islands. Tortola, the most developed laid-back Virgin Gorda, home to blissful granite pools called the Bath. Party Island, Jos van Dyke, and reef-fringed Anegada. Experienced sailors will be in heaven. summer in the marvellous mountains. As far as the traditional owners of the Garrywerd Grampians are concerned, November is when Petian, a season of regrowth and wildflowers, turns into butterfly-filled Balambar, the onset of summer. It's a lovely time to explore the escarpments and forests of these sandstone ranges. Waterfalls are full, bushfire risk is low, and temperature ideal, 23 degrees centigrade, 73 Fahrenheit. Halls Gap is the main hub and home to the Brambrook Cultural Centre, where you can learn dreamtime stories and plan excursions into Grampians National Park. Three pictures here. We've got the overview of Cape Reinga, New Zealand's most northerly point. We've then got El Palacio, one of the key Mayan ruins at Tulum, Mexico, and the Peacock Gate inside City Palace, Jaipur. Auckland and Northland, New Zealand. Why now? Sneak in some pre-season city and wilderness fun. Quick, Kiwi schools kick out mid-December, so choose quieter, warming November to explore Auckland and the north. Late spring brings mild weather, 20 degrees centigrade, 68 Fahrenheit, to New Zealand's biggest city. Good for climbing 643-foot Mount Eden, 196 metres, Auckland's highest volcano. Braving the Harbour Bridge climb on Helming and in America's Cup yacht in Walter Mata Harbour. Well, this is the city of sails. If it rains, admire Auckland Museum's Maori art. Nearby lie wineries and wild surf beaches, but if you have time, head into Northland, New Zealand's only subtropical region, for outdoor thrills and historical punch. Ruta Maya, Guatemala, Belize and Mexico. Why now? Cool climbs for ancient ruins. The Mayan civilization, which flourished from 2000 BC until the 17th century, left quite a mark on Central America. The remains of their mighty cities are scattered across the region, notably around Mexico's cave-ridden Yucatan Peninsula, jungly northern Guatemala and tiny Belize. From the unofficial Ruta Maya to fully appreciate their architectural skills. Start in Cancun. This busy resort is a handy getaway for accessing the Yucatan's cool cenotes, sinkholes, plus vast Chichen Itza, one of the biggest Mayan centers. The seaside runs of ruins of Tulum and astronomically aligned Uxmal. Further southwest, visit forest-shrouded Plangue before crossing into Guatemala's Pentane region to see monkeys bounding amid Tikau's pyramids. Rajasthan and the Golden Triangle. India. Why now? Rajasthan is the India of your imagination. Colourful, chaotic, pulsating, exotic, full of tigers, temples, palaces and bazaars. It's the ideal choice for India's first-timers and is ideal in November, where days are dry and sunny but not oppressively hot. 29 degrees centigrade, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Begin incense assaulting Delhi, then head to Rajasthan's three major cities, bustling pink-painted Jaipur, cobalt blue Jodhpur, and with its cliff-top fort and whitewash Udaipur, which sits by Lake Pichola. We've got two photos here. Up here we have Player Samara makes a great add-on to turtle saving expeditions. And then here, Kyoto's Kinkakushi, the Golden Pavilion, a great place to take in Koyo. Costa Rica. Why now? To save turtles. Marino Las Pualas National Park in Costa Rica's northwestern Guanacaste province is one of the world's most important nesting sites for leatherback turtles. These huge reptiles, which can weigh up to 1,100 pounds or 500 kilograms, have probably been hauling ashore to lay their eggs on these dazzling Pacific beaches for millions of years. The park was created in 1995 to protect them. The leatherbacks usually visit from November to February, and it's possible to join a guided night tour to try to see them. Alternatively, sign up for a volunteer program to help protect these ancient creatures. Tokyo and Honshu, Japan. Why now? The country is aflame with autumn hues. Japan in November, come for Koyo, the autumnal turn of the trees, which sets cities and countryside on fire. November is peak month for leaf peeping on Honshu, Japan's main island. Fewer tourists, mild temperatures, 16 degrees Celsius or 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and relatively low rainfall add to the appeal. In Tokyo, head for the landscape garden of Rikuchian, which does nighttime illuminations during peak leaf season. Outside the city, see autumn enliven the Fuji 5 Lake region. Lake Kawaguchiko offers especially scenic views of fall colours and Mount Fuji. Kyoto is a Koyo hotspot. Stroll beneath the crimson maples at the Fukushi Temple, or admire the burning hillsides behind Arishiyama's temples, which usually turn in mid-November. Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Why now? Manageable heat and artistic masterpieces. Decades ago, this spot on the Persian Gulf was no more than a fishing village. Now UAE capital Abu Dhabi is a metropolis of glass and steel, dripping in oil money and six-star hotels. If you want a luxury stay with guaranteed 30 degrees Celsius, 86 Fahrenheit, unlikely rain and well-groomed sandy beaches, a November visit to this emirate might be just the thing. The overpowering summer heat has subsided, but the winter peak hasn't yet begun, so cheaper deals are possible. You can enjoy Abu Dhabi's expanding cultural side too. See Islamic worship at its most opulent at the vast Sheikh Zayed Mosque, which has 80 domes and the world's largest hand-loomed carpets. Valletta, Malta. Why now? Lingering warmth, enduring history. Tiny Malta has a marvellous Mediterranean climate. It's still toasty warm in November, when much of Europe shivers. Indeed, with temperatures around 21 degrees Celsius or 70 Fahrenheit, and seas holding on to the last of the summer's heat, hitting the beautiful beaches of Sisteral, Gozo remains viable. However, the mild climes are especially suited to a Valletta city break. Malta's harbour-hugging capital looks much as it has for 400 years when it was founded by the Knights of Malta. The Baroque palaces, churches, narrow lanes and beefy fortifications are so well preserved that the city is UNESCO listed in its entirety and will be European Capital of Culture in 2018. Uruguay. Why now? Warm, offbeat sands and super steaks. Tiny Uruguay, South America's smallest country, isn't the continent's most obvious holiday destination. But with asado, barbecue to rival Argentina, and gorgeous white sands to match Brazil, it deserves more attention. November is lovely, 24 degrees centigrade, 75 Fahrenheit, and the beaches are quieter than peak season December. There's also still the chance to spot southern right whales from the shore. They pass by July to November. In capital Montevideo, you can stroll leafy boulevards and eat amazing meat at the wrought iron Mercado del Puerto. More atmospheric is cobbled UNESCO listed Colonia del Sacramento, Uruguay's oldest town. Florida, United States. Why now? For parks and recreation, whether you're interested in real animals or cartoon ones, November is the start of the dry season, so it's ideal for biking, airboating and canoeing in the wildlife-filled Everglades without the nuance of bugs. However, if you'd rather see goofy than alligators, November is good for that too. Orlando's hotels tend to be cheaper and theme parks quieter this month, aside from the period around Thanksgiving. That means potential financial savings and less time spent queuing at Disney World, Universal Studios and the like. You might also see the Christmas decorations and shows without the December crowds. Oregon, United States. Why now? Early ski fun with a macabre edge. Mount Hood, an 11,250 foot or 3,429 metre stratovolcano amid the Cascade Range, has North America's longest ski season. You can swoosh down the glaciers here in mid-June. However, the winter season usually starts early November as the snow begins to dump and the full range of pistes become runnable. Mount Hood's Timberline ski area has 41 runs, 25% beginner, 50% intermediate, 25% advanced, plus the Pacific Northwest longest vertical drop. It also has characterful old Timberline Lodge built in 1937 as part of a public works program during the Great Depression. Barbados. We have here a photograph, sunny inside and out. Mullins Beach Bar, Barbados. Why now? For some lime time on the island. Liming is the Caribbean word for relaxing while sharing good food, drink and company. If that sounds appealing, then balmy, boozy Barbados is just the ticket. There's a beach for everyone. Sands are golden yellow, bright white and rosy pink, lapped by calm seas or pounded by world-class surf. There are glamorous hotels, cliff-top yoga retreats and family-run guest houses, accoladed eateries and late-night fish fries. And there's rum, lots of rum. The sugarcane liquor is thought to have originated on Bashan slave plantations in the 17th century and continues to be the local drink of choice. Sipping a shot while watching the sun slide into the turquoise waves is quintessential Barbados. That said, there's more to the island. Capital Bridgetown's historic garrison area is a fascinating detour, while the fertile, undulating interior is flecked with botanic gardens, plantation houses, caves and ravines. Visit in November when storms are unlikely but peak season hasn't begun to get a cheaper deal. And that, my friends, is another video in this series exploring where to go, when. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you found this video to be relaxing, or it's been of use to you some way. I hope you're all keeping well, and hopefully I'll see